Here we go. We have a box. What's inside this box? Well, if you saw the thumbnail, you should know. Let's crack this box open. I ordered this. It took 3 days to get to me. Not too bad. It's not a bubble mailer. Bubble mailer? Yeah, bubble mailer. You know, something where the box could get crushed. You know, stuff that Amazon uses. Not Amazon Japan, but straight Amazon. Alright, so here we have the game. Now, from what I understand, this physical edition, I mean, you can go on Play Asia and you can find copies that have English text. I don't know if they're dubbed in English. I don't know. This version is. Okay, so I played this. Here's my PS4 version. I played this on the PS4 a few years ago. I never played this game originally on the PS2. When this came out on the PS4, I absolutely fell in love with this game. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Played it from start to finish. I was so happy that they added the fourth installment into this series that wasn't released on the PS2. They probably those parts to that story probably didn't even get made up until well after this was released on the PS2. I'm not sure. It's not like a full fleshed out game, the fourth episode, but when you guys play it, if you haven't played it yet, you'll see what I'm talking about. But enough of this PS4 version. Let's start by opening this bad boy up, because I don't own this digitally. I'm only buying one version. It's this one. I'm going to play this one. All right, let's start by just looking at the case. Dot Hack GU Last Recode. This is the Begins Again edition. And so it's a collector's edition. It's just, this is everything. It doesn't have the collector's edition box around it like the Japanese version does. Not a whole lot going on here, but there's the cart. And here's the back of the case. Let's compare it to the PS4 release. Yeah, pretty much the same. You know, nothing new, no new art on there or anything like that. There's the spine comparatively and the case. Right on. So yeah, there's the game. Nothing special going on there. No reversible cover art or anything crazy. And then we have, let's open this up. Let's open this up. I'm a fan of Dot Hack. I'm a Dot Hack fan, so I want to see this art book and everything. Well, first of all, here's the soundtrack. Or the best of, so I guess it's not everything. I guess it's maybe a choice few tracks between the 3 or 4 games. Not sure, but there we go. Best of GU. I'm assuming it's just a best of compilation. And then here we have GU Begin. Okay, so this is kind of like a Japanese book. Like, you know, those Japanese books, they kind of read backwards to us, but okay, it's a manga. Awesome. So they pretty much give you a manga. Pretty cool. Okay, there's art in there too. Okay. But as you can see, it's a manga. Not a big manga guy, but it's a Dot Hack. It's Dot Hack paraphernalia. I had some Dot Hack stuff that I sold on eBay. It was from the animated series. I had a couple t-shirts. I kind of regret selling that stuff, but I'm definitely keeping this. Oh my God, it's got that smell. It's got... Oh my God. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it just has that new smell, that new. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that's what you get with the Begins Again edition. This was $60 from Bandai Namco. It was like $60 and then maybe $10 for shipping, something like that. Got to me in 3 days. But yeah, Dot Hack GU Last Recode, the Begins Again edition, the game, the soundtrack, and you get a manga / art book. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's a collector's edition just without the outside layer, the box encapsulating it. Kind of like you would get in the Japanese version. But we got this version because we want to make sure that we have that dub, that English dub. I like the voice acting in this game. Anyways, guys, I got to go play this game again, even though I've played it before. It's been a few years, and I'm looking forward to running through it again. So, till next time, guys. Peace. You know what? No peace. Let's do something else. Let's live stream, or let's do something. You know, maybe, yeah, play the game for a little bit, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on the game. Yeah, let's do that. So here's what I think so far. So far, and I'm maybe 2.5 days in. I've been playing the game maybe three, after pushing it 2 hours. I'm a busy guy, I got family, so 2 hours a day. Now, the story, although the story's starting to grip me a lot more now, 3 days in, it's gripping me more now. But I remember when I played this game a few years ago, or at least the PS4 port, which is the first time I ever played the GU series. I remember the story gripped me a lot more then, but I'm in a different point in my life right now. So and my attention's definitely definitely not what it was. But some of the things that are sticking out to me are, all right, so the main thing, and I'm assuming they will patch this with updates, is the lighting in this game is really, really odd. There's times when the camera will move and the lighting will be perfect and you'll think, all right, it looks great now, but then it'll shift and it'll give this like false, this like sense of like the sun is behind you or the sun is setting, and it kind of gives you that sunset cast vibes over the whole game during a lot of the game. And I really don't like that. And that was not, at least I don't remember that during the PS4 version that I played. I never played this on the PS2. I'm not going to even front like I have, but I did play through this on the PS4. And I don't remember, like I noticed on the Switch in handheld mode and docked, playing it on the TV, because I probably played docked and in handheld, docked and handheld 50-50. I'm a 50-50 guy. Hey, that 50-50 is the reason I love the Switch so much, right? But the graphics kind of go in and out, and they do that. Like if you've played like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, for example, you see the graphics, they get real low res for a little bit, but that stuff really doesn't bother me. I just notice it a little bit more than I notice it in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but I did notice it in .hack.gu last RECODE. So I just figured I'd throw that out there. I figured that if it doesn't really get under my skin, but I see how it could get under my skin given the right circumstances. And if that's even a possibility for me, I know some of you, it really gets under your skin. So there is that sunset ish vibes, that the weird lighting effects that the game has, that kind of gets under my skin a little bit, but I really hope that they'll knock that out with updates. Now, one thing I noticed when I put the card in, there was no updates that needed to be done. So that's great. If we can have all the games on the cart, that's fantastic. I don't remember there having to be updates on the PS4 version. I'm sure there probably are. I mean, let's face it. Even if there was a port of Super Mario 1 on the NES, there'd probably be updates to it. That's just where we are now. But I didn't notice any updates when I put the card in, so that's good. Even though it's giving you a version that's got these weird lighting effects, that's still fine. I will accept that. I did notice there was an update yesterday, although I will be honest and tell you, I'm not sure if that update was directly related to .hack.gu last RECODE. I don't know. I paused the game and it made me do an update and then restart from my last save. So I don't know if that had anything to do with .hack. But the lighting effects were there after the little update. And the update was quick, too. I don't remember it taking a really long time. So, yeah, the game's starting to grip me, guys. I don't want to go into any details about the story of the game, but I will say this. And this is pretty cool. For those of you that haven't played this, the story goes like this. And this is how I initially heard about this game. It's a game about a big MMO. So, like EverQuest or those big MMOs people play on their PC. So it's a fictional MMO universe where you're playing with fictional online characters. But in the game, like if you die in the game, in real life, you go into a coma. And that's like, how does that even happen, right? And that's pretty much what the game is about. You as a player and these friends that you make in the game, you're trying to figure out why pretty much people are dying in the game and going into a coma in real life. So that's the premise of the game. I think it's a pretty cool story. How they incorporate aspects of that and the plot into the game are pretty cool. And it's a really, really interesting RPG. And it's one that I highly recommend. I bought it physically, obviously, but it's also digitally, just like every other game. So there's no reason why everybody shouldn't be playing this right now if you own a Switch. And if you like RPGs or are mildly interested in .hack, the .hack series, or GU. So that's pretty much my thoughts on the game. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Till next time, guys. Peace.
y'all.